Hello, I'm Carver from Big Spender. Debt is like the tip of an iceberg. Conventional methods of help address the tip of the iceberg, the financial aspect of the debt. But when I think about my debt, it was bigger than just the tip of the iceberg, because beneath the surface of my life, or beneath the surface of the iceberg, were the key underlying reasons that triggered my spending to spiral out of control and enabled my debt to build. The word debt means to owe, and it doesn't just mean to owe money, but I owed it to myself to be debt-free financially. I wanted to be debt-free emotionally, of all past guilt and shame. I wanted to be free mentally, for my mind to be focused and at peace and at one. And I wanted to be debt-free spiritually, to be at one with money and life. So we all get scared. Doesn't money worries bring big fears and big feelings of overwhelm? And quite often it was so fearful, I felt like I was drowning in this big, big sea, with all the distress and all the worry and the hiding of the truth and all the debts and the letters and the demands piling in. I really felt as though I was drowning. My debt was kind of like the point of no return, because when my walls did come crashing down, when I had no more access to fund my spending, when all the demands got so bad, this was my point of saying no more. I got brave enough to delve beneath the surface and to explore the underlying reasons that triggered my spending and my life to spiral out of control. And what I found was, as I got brave enough to delve beneath the surface, I began to realise, well, actually, it's not as scary as I thought. And I began to look at the key reasons that was my problem. And in this, I realised that I was the problem, but equally, I was the solution. So I began to take responsibility, to take a deeper look. And as I began to do this, it was like my iceberg began to melt and my life began to flow in a better direction. I also realised that by delving deep and facing my fears, that on the depths of every ocean floor, there are pearls and gems to be found, and solutions and answers. A short while into my journey, I heard a little story about how a pearl is created. And a pearl is created when a grain of sand embeds itself in an oyster shell. To the oyster shell, this is really irritating. So in order to protect itself, it sprays the inside of the shell with a smooth coating that the sand rolls around in, and hence becomes a beautiful pearl. So the moral of this story is, in your most irritating situation, if you can be brave enough to delve deep, to look at the right solutions for your problems, you will begin to find the gems, find the pearls, and find the answers. So for example, growing up a working class girl, one of my problems is there was a big gap. I knew how to earn money and I knew how to spend money, but the big gap was I didn't know how to manage. I didn't know how to manage me around money, my emotions around money, my behaviour around money, my mindset. So I began to look at ways to manage myself, my emotions and my mindset around money. So one is the big gap. Another problem was the limiting beliefs that I'd grown up with around money. I had many poor beliefs, many destructive beliefs, many sabotaging beliefs. So I began to look at how I could transform my sabotaging beliefs for much wealthier and better beliefs. The third part that I began to explore beneath my iceberg was past traumas. I've had more than my life's fair share of adversity, and a lot of these life's knocks made me undervalue my self-worth as a woman and as a human being. I'm sure a lot of you out there can relate to this. So when money and good things did come my way, I felt unworthy of receiving them, so I'd often back them off or sabotage them and just hold myself back from that success or being the best I could be. So any person who's been through trauma or been through abuse and real life situations where their confidence has been knocked, this really enables you to manage life in not very healthy ways. One speaker I went to see once, Keith Tondor, says our money is just a reflection of the way we either manage or mismanage our life. It's not separate, it's all part of the same entity. So that's my conversation to you today around about the icebergs and pearls, about being brave enough to delve beneath the surface of your life, to begin to look to see what some of those key reasons that triggered your debt to build. It might be as simple as lack of education. It might be that you have become a bit of an addict living in a consumerist society and overspending in ways that are really sabotaging your money. It may be that you need to address some more traumatic issues. I did. I got brave enough to go to counselling, and that really enabled me to move my life on. It may be that you need to explore what you believe about money and sow some better beliefs. There's a whole number of reasons that sit beneath the surface of your life that can trigger your spending to spiral out of control. I've just named a few here, but in my full programme we would explore more and enable your life to flow in a better direction. So please sign up to my YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Visit me at www.heyBigSpender.co.uk, where you can find out more about the full programme and other great stuff that's going on, talks I'm delivering, workshops that are being delivered, and think about finding those pearls. I will see you soon, and have a great week. Bye bye.